80% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. But why are 80% of businesses still failing in the age of technology when practically all the information needed to succeed is readily available for free? Today, we will talk about the turnkey revolution with the summary of the book by Michael Gerber, the E-Myth Revisited. Part 1. The E-Myth and American Small Businesses. The E-Myth says that most company founders are risk takers who want to turn a profit out of their ventures. However, the majority of entrepreneurs are technicians, people who excelled in a particular area of their job and decided to establish their own company. The basic assumption is that if you can understand a business's technological operations, you can therefore grasp the business itself. But that's not true. In his book, Michael Gerber talks about the myths about entrepreneurship and provides insightful advice on creating a profitable small business. But how to be successful consistently is a tiring question. But don't worry, the author gives a lot of ideas. Do check out the third part where he shares some insightful tips that every business should adopt in order to be successful. Gerber argues that a common reason why entrepreneurs fail is that they don't have a systematic approach to creating and running their businesses, and instead have the wrong mindset. Running a business involves many aspects that someone focused solely on technical skills may not grasp. It requires a lot of skills, not just the technical part. As a solution for this, platforms like Skillshare come in handy. And this video is brought to you by Skillshare, and you can get a free trial if you click on the link mentioned in the description. Coming back in this book, Gerber emphasizes how important it is to understand the 3 different roles that exist inside a business: manager, technician, and entrepreneur. The manager sets up order and looks for consistency in the workplace, while the entrepreneur is the visionary who plans for the future. The individual who performs the technical work is the technician, worker, or doer. According to the E-Myth Revisited, small businesses are meant to expand and undergo changes. However, the majority of companies run more per the owner's desires than the needs of the business. A business grows in 3 stages, the first of which is called infancy. Infancy is the period during which you operate as a technician, handling every aspect of the business on your own. When a business initially begins, the owner and the business are synonymous. It consumes a lot of your resources though. This stage comes to an end when the owner realizes they need assistance to learn and develop, and that they can't continue to run the company in this current manner. To survive and grow to the next phase of business expansion, the owner must be able to adapt. This stage of business growth is known as adolescence, and it occurs when you hire employees to take over some of the tasks that used to overwhelm you. When you hire technical assistants with a background in your field of work, things go smoothly at first. Later on, though, you discover that the work is not being completed to your satisfaction, and that your staff members are not as committed as you are. You therefore think that you'll do the best work and put your staff aside. You'll also realize new ways and tactics to be the best in the market, and one of the prominent ones is the turnkey revolution, which we'll be discussing in the second part of this video. After a point, the owner finds themselves forced to go beyond their comfort zone during the adolescent stage. The business usually goes out of control when its owner steps outside of their comfort zone, leaving them with 3 options. Go back to infancy, when you dealt with everything yourself. The company was reduced to a smaller, more straightforward entity that finally turned a job that owned you. Go for broke, when client demand exceeds production capacity. The company grows until it ultimately implodes due to internal forces. And adolescent survival. The business thrives because you are deeply involved in it and you understand the importance of not losing it. Successful companies are the ones who survive this adolescent phase and come out of it and embrace the third phase, which is maturity. It is the phase when you have proper understanding of how you got there and what you want to do in the future. Part 2. The Turnkey Revolution, bringing a new view of business. Gerber talks about the concept of the turnkey revolution and provides the idea of working on the business as an alternative to working in the business, which helps small business owners overcome the challenges they face. He encourages business owners to take a more strategic approach by creating systems and processes that enable the company to run smoothly and effectively. Long-term success, according to Gerber, lies in creating a company that can run without the owner. You should spend your time introspecting on how to make your business grow in a better way, with a great team that can function effectively even without your constant interference. Developing a franchise prototype is one of the key concepts covered in the book. Gerber advises entrepreneurs to build their companies as though they're going to franchise them, even if they have no plans to do so. This involves creating a replicable standard operating procedures and recording all aspects of the company, including marketing and operations. Starbucks is an excellent example of a profitable franchise model because it places a high value on uniform brand recognition, standardized business procedures, and thorough franchisee training. A successful franchise model follows a few essential guidelines. Most importantly, success is based on having a distinctive selling proposition and a strong, recognizable brand. An equally important component is a tested and expandable business model that includes defined best practices and standardized procedures. Extensive training programs guarantee that franchises and their staff possess the necessary skills to uphold brand standards and provide uniform customer experiences. It is essential to have ongoing assistance from the franchisor in areas like marketing, site selection, and problem solving. You should always keep in mind that your business is not your life, as they are two entirely separate things. The purpose of your life is not to serve your business. The primary purpose of your business is to serve your life. Part 3. Building a small business that works. Gerber talks about some business development programs. The strategy by which a company develops naturally is through these three important tasks. Innovation, which is the mechanism through which your business establishes its individuality and identifies itself in the mind of your customer by continuously figuring out what works. Quantification is the process of establishing an idea about the number that is directly related to the impact that the innovation is going to make. At last, orchestration, which can be defined as the removal of discretion or choice at the operational level of your business, leading to a standardized workflow and the final product. Next, he talks about 7 important steps that will help you transform your business into a franchise prototype that can be replicated and scaled. The first one is to have a primary aim. By proving considerate responses to important questions regarding your values, ideal daily experience, desired lifestyle, interpersonal roles, reputation goals, and long-term vision, you can define your primary aim. Establish deadlines to achieve your desired lifestyle and your financial requirements. These responses work as the guidelines that will guide the growth of your life. The next step is developing a strong strategic objective, which is essential to the success of any business. It involves identifying your lifestyle requirements, financial objectives, and ideal business valuation. Important factors to take into account are financial goals, lifestyle demands, expected business value, alignment with personal objectives, and determining the customer's emotional bond with your product. Next is to create your organizational strategy. To ensure effective business organization, view your company as a corporation with shareholders and employees. Create an organizational chart detailing roles, responsibilities, and relationships, showing clear personality-based structures. Establish position contracts for each role, outlining results to be achieved, assigning responsibilities, evaluating standards, and requiring the occupant's signature to ensure accountability. A management strategy should be effectively implemented. Achieving effective management without relying on formal degrees involves implementing a management system within your prototype, designed to secure customers' profitability. Utilize management development as the process for creating and teaching your up-and-coming managers to execute the system, emphasizing the use of an operations manual with checklists to guide employee tasks, ensure accountability, and uphold performance standards. People are the foremost important compound, so we need an effective people strategy. Emphasizing the connection between personal identity and work, instill in your team the notion that the essence of their task transcends the work itself. Establishing a meaningful game worth playing within your business, communicating core values, standards, and purpose through documented systems, fostering a conducive environment for personal and professional growth. Successful marketing is the key to a flourishing business. It is important to have an understanding of customer desires, diverging often from assumptions. Utilize demographics, the science of marketplace reality, and psychographics, the science of perceived marketplace reality, to comprehensively identify customer profiles. Finally, Gerber ends by talking about the system strategy. In business, systems play a crucial role. With hard systems, inanimate objects, soft systems, living things or ideas, and information systems, providing insight, forming integral components. Gerber advocates employing a sales system, emphasizing a 6-step rehearsed interaction with customers, including scripting, materials creation, memorization, and effective communication, enhancing sales performance. In addition to providing helpful strategies for overcoming common pitfalls faced by small business owners, Gerber offers insightful advice. It is an essential read for anyone wishing to launch or grow a small business and offers guidance on creating a fruitful and satisfying entrepreneurial path.